That's right, y'all. You are now rocking with the best. This is the Top 5 Dead or Alive podcast with Ali Oxenfree and Cali Rock.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Don't allow a fear of death to prevent you from experiencing a full and abundant life. So many of us were scared to die, and it's because we don't know where we're going. But when you know that 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 you know heaven belongs to you. You have no issue with that. You have no problem with that. I wish I had a witness in here. Just look at somebody and tell them this world is not our home. We're just pilgrims that's passing through. That's why you can't get too comfortable here.
In 03, I put the pen down for that 9 to 5, just a cipher I'm in now. A city gig with benefits, fuck the in crowd. The really quick, my misery is setting in now. Visualizing my life in actuality, sacrificing my talents for a guaranteed salary. I got a family, baby mama's demanding me to be the king that I claim without using analogy. Complacency eventually becomes insanity when I'm not fanning the flames igniting the man in me. In other words, I deferred all plans to be a god MC, no more chasing them fantasies. So, in 09 we called it quits. That's what happens when secret lovers muddy the mix. When cuddle buddies give you shorty the fix. You do your farewell tour like Mike, this is it. Shorty followed her dreams, but me, I did. She made it in the music industry, and I'm sitting in the same place, moving at the same pace. Never utilizing my namesake. Elevated champion, that's the definition. The year before 2020 started thinking different. COVID-19 deaths got a nigga living. I know people that died, so I'm trying to get it. That'll make a dude at 40 toss his hat back in. When it's frowned upon for you pursuing rapping, I got the super soldier serum, sorta like the captain. I swear to God, still nice after years passed in. Locked in glaciers of ice of my complacent life. I paid the price, so I fight till I say goodnight. My flow game sorta like propane, just in case I die young John Coltrane. This is Ali Oxenfree from the Top 5 Dead or Alive podcast. I'm your host, along with my brother.
For sure, Mr. Cali Rock, Mr. Calligraphy.
That's right.
In the place to be. Once again,
Absolutely.
Welcome everyone to the Top 5 Dead or Alive podcast / Zoomcast show.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? You're now rocking with the best.
The best, my friend. The best. So always stay tuned. And today's show is about the top 5 MCU movies thus far. Marvel Cinematic Universe movies so far. What are the top 5 thus far? Because you know that 2021, 22, they got them coming still. You know, they got a list of movies coming. I think Black Widow is up next, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that was supposed to be, I think, in theaters, but because of the pandemic, they decided to rock it on Disney Plus. You know what I mean? I ain't mad at that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't chauvinist. I'm not chauvinist, but I don't know. Like, I wasn't in a rush to go see fucking Wonder Woman and shit like that. I'm cool with Black Widow. I'm cool with it. For me personally, would I go pay money to go in the theater to see it? Maybe, but it's more on the side of maybe not. I'm not a chauvinist, but that's just me. Because I'm pretty sure you ain't enjoyed Wonder Woman 1984.
That movie was straight trash.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, and I'm the type of dude I root for the underdog. So I'm like really rooting for DC to get their movie, the cinematic universe together. You know what I mean? Because I'm a fan of the Justice League characters. I love Wonder Woman. The first one was pretty good. But the second one was absolute garbage. It was terrible. It was all kinds of, didn't make sense. The main villain was corny. You know what I mean? It really did feel like it was supposed to be probably made in the 80s. You know what I mean? That Richard Donner type Superman type situation, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think the best one they have under their belt right now is the Batman Christian Bale trilogy. The OG Batman from '89.
Yeah.
And Joker. And another one that I liked was the that Superman Man of Steel, I think.
Yeah, Man of Steel. That gets mixed reviews, believe it or not, but I actually liked it.
I loved it. I like that one.
Yeah. My only critique is I wish they would have gave Clark Kent a little bit more personality. I don't know, just felt like an empty character, but
Talking to somebody about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because along with the of course, you go there to see these characters, Batman, Superman and shit. Their aliases, if you could, that's just as important a role trying to pull off as the character itself. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Bruce Waynes and the Clark Kents.
Yeah.
That's you gotta be able to pull that shit off fucking too. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was talking to somebody about Batman, right? So now this okay, top 5 Dead or Alive is the top 5 Marvel movie, but
that's right.
This is in the vein of that. So you say a lot that your favorite Batman is Affleck, right?
Yeah.
Okay. My favorite Batman is Adam West. Right? Right? But aside from that, probably like, I don't know, I guess Bale or Keaton, one of them, right? But somebody was telling me that Affleck's Bruce Wayne ain't so good. What do you think about that?
No,
right.
I put it.
You never thought about that, right? Go ahead.
You know what? I like the way he looked as Bruce Wayne. I really don't think that they didn't really give him, because as an actor, what he can convey, I think what's his name? Ben Affleck is a pretty good actor. I think he could have conveyed a great Bruce Wayne in his own movie. They threw him into a movie that was kind of like thrown together. You know what I mean? So I think when we say that we like Ben Affleck as Batman, it's like picking out the best things about a bad movie. You know what I mean? So he shined in that particular, bad movie. So I would like to have seen how he would do in his own movie to really get a sense, okay, he really does solidify the character or not, But I didn't think that he was a bad Bruce Wayne. I didn't think so. I just think I didn't really think that he got a really shot to showcase his chops in that character.
Yeah. Would you like to see him return as
100%?
Oh, 100%.
100%. And I'm saying that because when I first heard that he was going to be Batman, I was like, get the fuck out of here. I don't want to see Big Head Affleck as Batman. I didn't want to see that. But when I saw it, I was like, okay, I get it. He
not so bad.
Yeah, not so bad. He looks like him. And what I would imagine that he looked like. So
yeah, that's how I felt about Keaton at first.
Yeah,
but then
me
Keaton
too.
wound up playing like one of the dopest versions of Batman ever. But so top 5 Dead or Alive podcast. You know what I mean? This week we're breaking down our top 5 MCU movies out thus far. This is 2021. And like you were saying, there's a lot more coming down the pipeline.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Wow. If we'll ever get to enjoy movies actually in the movies is yet to be seen. That's crazy. But
they got some theaters open, right?
Yeah, I guess, man. I guess, but like my local one is not. So
Oh,
that's what
really?
I'm thinking about. Yeah, you know what I mean? My local one is shut down. You know what I
Wow.
mean?
Yeah.
But we'll make a return to that, I guess. But right now, Disney Plus and other streaming services, HBO Max.
HBO
Yeah,
Max.
HBO Max. Like right now is a good time for streaming services because I think all the movies that were slated, DC movies in particular, that was slated to be released in theaters, is now going to be released on HBO Max. That's crazy. But
Yep.
yes, top five Dead or Alive Marvel MCU movies thus far.
That's
Your
far.
list versus my list.
Yeah. I got my 5, and I have my 1, 2, 3, 4, and I don't have a 5. So
Really?
my 5 is going to be on the spot impromptu. Is that what impromptu mean? I think it's like on the
Yeah,
spot
yeah. All
Yeah.
that freestyle, all that.
Yeah. So
Off the
mine's going to
dome.
be off the dome.
Yeah. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Okay, that's cool. All
Yeah.
right, so I'll set it off with my number five. My number five, uh, Marvel movie thus far is Logan. Logan.
Is that
Now,
Marvel Cinematic?
what you mean?
Is that in the Marvel Cinematic Universe though?
Not quite sure what you're asking.
Is that in the whole Kevin Feige?
Nah, see, okay, all right. Now you that's a technicality. That's technicality, right?
Yeah.
So in my mind, as to give a more variety, like
Okay.
just throw everything in there, right? I guess you're basing it off the MCU. I'm basing it as like we could go, from every single movie that has a Marvel character in it.
Oh, so
That's
now
how.
that changes everything. That changes everything.
Well, let's change everything right
You
now.
want to change? Okay, so we're
Let's
gonna change everything right now. All right. So I got my number. I'm gonna change my number. Now I'm changing my number 5 again now.
Yeah.
So this is now top 5 Marvel movies, y'all. We going all in. We going all in.
Marvel.
Is that the M?
Yeah, this is Warheads turned into an M. Marvel. Period. Across the board.
Marvel.
Yeah.
Marvel. Okay. So now I'm gonna change.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's cool. It's cool.
Okay.
It's cool. I just the way, because I'm looking at it like, it gives more. You got more to choose from.
Okay. But
you know why? Why? Because I'm like, okay, if we do it just the Feige stuff, their catalog, they have an extensive catalog, but it's only, we're gonna wind up liking the same shit.
Okay, I hear you, brother. So all right, so yours is Logan. Tell me why you fuck with Logan.
Okay, Logan, because I wanted to name my son Logan, and I forgot. That's a
yeah. I thought
that's a left field reason. Now, Logan, because I'm gonna tell you why. I like what's the actor that plays Wolverine?
Tall guy.
What's this guy's fucking name?
This part definitely.
Jesus Christ. Everyone watching this is like,
yeah, they going crazy right now. Because I know I do that. I go crazy. Hugh Jackman.
How could you not? Huh?
Hugh Jackman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman is now the face of Wolverine. It's hard now to separate the two. You think Wolverine, you think Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
My gripe has always been, as a diehard comic book fan, Wolverine is not that tall, and Hugh Jackman is just Hollywood. He got the face, but if you just gotta shrink a little bit.
Yeah, he's like 6 something, and Wolverine is like 5 and change.
Fine. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately for me personally, Hollywood had still not. They still haven't got it right.
Hugh Jackman
All
is
those
6'3". He taller than me.
I'm talking about. I'm not satisfied with how Wolverine is portrayed on the big screen at all.
Go in.
At all.
Go in.
From day fucking one. You feel what I'm saying? Now, it's like you're almost there, but not quite there. And the way Hollywood likes to do it, Wolverine's like the star of the show. Leave it up to them, he's the leader of the fucking X-Men. We all know that's not true.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm like, okay, all right, this is what you're feeding me. So if this is what you're going to feed me, then I just have to take, for me, what is the best offering out of all of those X-Men movies and da-da-da-da-da. For me, Logan was the best offering. And I think Logan was based a little bit off of the Old Man Logan series.
Yeah, a little bit
right?
of the Old Man Logan.
And in that movie, they introduced X2, which is his daughter.
Yeah.
And she got the 2 claws.
Yeah.
And I just felt like that was a nice ride.
Yeah.
Supposedly in this one he died.
Yeah.
I'm not going for it. You know what I mean? But I for me, out of all this is my number 5 because out of all the iterations of Wolverine on the big screen, for me, this was the best. That's the only reason.
It was.
Yeah, in that movie, he was fighting against the Reavers, and it's supposed to be set a little bit in the future. I like the chemistry between him and his daughter. Yeah. They had Professor X in there, blah, blah, blah. And, he was just killing niggas. Like, he was straight up, like, in most of them, yeah, he killed a couple of guys in the X-Men movies, but I didn't get the good Wolverine stab you in the... In this one, they delivered with all of that.
Wolverine should always be a rated R movie.
It should be a horror movie.
It should be a horror movie to where when he's on the scene, soldiers that he's got to fight, they run in terror.
Yeah. Don't let me direct the Wolverine movie.
Oh my God!
If I directed a Wolverine movie, I'll deliver. It would be a Wolverine horror fucking movie.
Yeah.
You know what I don't like? I don't like in some of the books where they got Wolverine with like canine teeth.
Yeah, they do.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
That's, to me, that's the equivalent of when they have Batman with horns on his shoulders.
I'm like, what the fuck is that? He's not Wolverine. He's not Wolverine.
They really try to make him animal.
Yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying. Give me the property. Give me the franchise. Yeah. I'll hook y'all up.
Yeah,
I'll hook y'all up. But yes, Logan was my number 5.
Logan.
And you know what? He's my number 5. I could have had a different number 5. But I'll take that number 5 because I rate this on me being able to sit down and watch the movie from beginning to end.
Yeah.
And you know what? Yeah, that's my number 5. Because I'm thinking like the gears are running and I'm like, but I like Wolverine. Wolverine's my guy.
Yeah.
And somewhere in that list, he has to make an appearance on that list. So yes, Logan.
Okay. So, your number 5 is Logan. My number 5, just added on today, is Blade 2. Blade 2.
That was a good one.
With the I forgot what they call them. They came out with they face off.
Yeah, the pussy. Those are the pussy mouth vampires.
Yeah. The fuck faces.
They look like they had the predator mouth.
Vampires. Yeah. And they would prey on other vampires and whatnot.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And it was a dope movie. First of all, Blade kind of set off that whole Marvel Cinematic everything.
Yeah, he was the OG. He was the
He's
one.
the OG. You know what I mean? So they gotta Marvel need to
For
pay
good
homage
movies,
to
for the good ones, for the good
yeah.
movies.
Oh yeah, for the good, because there was a couple before him, but nah. And this real, you know, into the next millennium, is Blade. So Blade 2, I thought that was a dope movie. I thought it was better than the first one.
Blade was on my list, not to cut you. But I took it off. I took it off.
Yeah, Blade 2, Wesley Snipes. He's the OG
Why
Blade.
2? Why 2?
I thought it was a great step up, you know, a great we taking it to the next level movie from the first one, you know.
See, and not to cut you, it makes sense for me because you're you like horror movies.
Yeah.
But you like them so much. You're like a guy that wants to do threesomes all the time now because you fuck just too many, just you fuck too many chicks.
Yeah.
So now you want to graduate to a more ill sexual experience.
Yeah.
So now those pussy mouth vampires intrigue your ass. Like, you know what I mean?
I thought we was going a whole different direction. I didn't. Not that. I don't want to fuck pussy mouth vampires.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Right.
I think
you ready? You be ready for next level stuff. Like regular zombie flicks don't do it for you no more. You want like zombie gods or some shit like that.
Yeah.
This is your number 5, man. Go ahead.
Yeah. It's my number 5. I thought like. Yeah, I thought it was a step up, as you know, from the first one. The introduction of those vampires that feed on vampires was dope. Then you had the other vampires that wanted to war against those other vampires that Blade ended up hooking up with. You know what I mean? They had homeboy from that played Hellboy, the original Hellboy, and he was in Sons of Anarchy. He was the original president. You'll know the actor when I
know that guy.
Yeah,
he has a face.
Yeah, he has
he looked like a fucking monster.
Yeah. He has a face sort of like
only a mother could love.
Yeah, you know what? He could be the guy, the Marla Gibbs' husband on 227's white brother. You know what I mean? They both have like the human wrinkled dog faces. You know what I'm saying? Like they both.
Marla Gibbs' husband on 227 looks like a hush puppy.
Exactly.
Homeboy, you talking about look like Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah. They're all in that dog kind of, dog
face. Dog face people.
Yeah,
the dog face guy.
Yeah.
Great actor. Both of them great actors.
But great actors.
They're from the dog planet though.
Yes, absolutely. They're from the dog planet.
They're from planet K9.
K9 sector across from feline. I don't know where we're going with this.
Not judging man. We don't judge man.
Nah,
but
yeah, that was and I like they tried to do their little computer animation at certain points when Wesley was fighting that lady with she had the mask on and they had the high beam. I mean, it's a dope movie all over.
Is that the one with that white boy, or is that the first one I'm confusing it with? White boy, the villain.
Oh, I think that was the first one. The one that turned his mother. I think he turned his mother, and she ended up giving birth to him and whatnot. Nah, this is the second one.
Okay,
man. Yeah, part 2.
Blade 2 was dope, man. Blade 2 was dope. That's a great watch. I could sit down and watch that. Was the opening scene to that or part 1 the one where they was in the vampire club and all the blood starts spraying from the thing?
I want to say that one.
That was part 1 or part 2?
I think that was part 2.
That was part 2. That was part 2. Yeah,
I think that was part 2.
That was a dope opening scene. They in the club. and they raving, all the vampires raving and shit. And then they start spraying blood from the sprinklers and shit. And Blade came in there and was just kicking ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, it must have stunk in there.
Oh my God, the smell of blood everywhere and dead. Ashes and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, great movie.
Blade 2.
Yeah, that's a good number 5, my nigga.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You say you just started that one?
Yeah, originally I was fiddling with Black Panther. I was fiddling with that as my number 5, but I decided to change it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, both have black protagonists.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we're on to number 4.
Number 4. Top 5 Marvel movies thus far, so far.
Right. My number 4 is Avengers Endgame.
Okay.
Avengers Endgame for me. Okay, let me see. It wasn't a perfect movie. No. I'm gonna tell you what bothered me about that movie. A lot of the time travel stuff bothered me with that.
Yeah.
That shit, started feeling kind of wonky.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying, as far as translating, like I felt like a kid, you know what I'm saying? Like, collecting comics and shit like that, or looking at comics and stuff, and seeing these big, spectacular battles on these pages and shit. I felt like this was a payoff for everybody who's into that. To see that epic battle on screen, that was all I wanted. You know what I mean? And Endgame delivered with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With the whole, Captain America, you know what I'm saying, picking up Thor's hammer and all that shit. Very satisfying. Very
satisfying. Yeah.
Very satisfying.
Absolutely.
And just for that alone. You know what I mean? Just seeing them clash like that, and them finally getting rid of fucking Thanos and shit.
Yeah.
I like that. I could watch that. I could watch that.
Yeah. I've watched that more than once.
Yeah.
Has some sort of. I mean, it's slower than the first one, but it's after a huge loss. So that was interesting that they went in that direction of showing.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Man. And the special effects was there. Everything was there. Everything was there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't feel like I was sitting watching something goofy. Like I said, my only problem was the time travel and stuff. You know what I mean? But other than that, it delivered as far as watching something on the big screen. That's why I'm hoping, like, I just need this COVID shit to get the fuck out of here, because right now, as we speak, they're developing even more better technology for the cinematic experience and shit like that. And I'm cool watching it on my screen, but I mean, like, we the people deserve, say like that battle, that Endgame battle. Can you imagine if Endgame came out now? It'll be dope, but it's like the people will be cheated of an experience like that. Captain America, on your left.
Yeah.
On your left. That shit nearly brought motherfuckers to fucking tears.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yes, that's my number 4, Avengers Endgame. And that was hard because I was like sifting through a lot of shit to decide that as my number 4.
Yeah.
After we do this countdown, I'll tell you what what they was nearly tied for on my list. But yes, that's my number 4. What's your number 4, nigga?
My number 4 is Captain America: Winter Soldier. Bucky Barnes,
man,
part 2.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Bucky Barnes comes in.
Wow. Man, you naming stuff that was like on my list that I had to take off. Yeah. Winter Soldier is definitely, that is a great one. That's a great one.
Yeah, Winter Soldier. Is that the one with the introduction to the Falcon? I think that was the one.
The introduction to the Falcon. I don't remember. I don't want to say yes, but I don't remember.
I think that was the movie. But the Winter Soldier, Bucky Barnes, who was his homeboy back in World War II. I guess the Russians got a hold of him. He didn't die. You know, in comics, you know, nobody ever really dies. You know what I'm saying?
They consider that movie a brilliant spy movie, flick.
Yeah, it was in a way, yeah. It was like the top-notch James Bond type shit with some military fighting and shooting and all that stuff. You know, it was like what Captain America would be, like a highly trained soldier. That's what he is. He's a highly trained
that's
soldier.
What he is.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
So they delivered with that. Yeah.
And that scene, the scene alone when he's in the elevator. You know what I mean? He's like, you know, niggas want to really do this. You know what I'm saying?
Like he's like, yo, if anybody want to leave now.
Yeah.
Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
Wow.
Yeah, that fight scene, man. Woo. And
yeah, it's a good fight scene.
Great fight scene. They're trying to put the cuffs on him. He's like, pulling it against the thing and fighting motherfuckers. I mean, some big ass motherfuckers. Fucking them all up, and then Shield on the floor, and he stomps in. That shit goes right to his arm. You know what I'm saying? Like
all that slick stuff.
All that, yeah. Great. All that shit is great for fans of that character, Captain America, man.
For sure. Was you a Captain America fan prior to the movie?
Yes, I was. I was. Yeah, I always thought, you know, I thought he was a cool. I mean, when you really think about it, a super soldier with a shield. You know what I mean? Just a shield. You know what I mean? And he goes. It's kind of weird, but he's a cool character nonetheless. And in the way that Marvel was able to show him using Chris Evans, who was originally Johnny Storm. In the Fantastic Four movies, and they utilize him again. He's a great Captain America. So my number 4.
It always bugs me out how I don't know if it was oh man, what movie was it?
What with him?
It was probably I don't know if it was Black Panther, but at some point, Chris Evans and no, Chris, that's his name, right? Chris Evans?
Chris Evans, yeah.
And what's the dude that played Killmonger?
Oh, Jesus, all these names.
Yeah, these names.
He was just Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan. It's crazy how I don't remember which Avengers movie it was, but they was in the same movie at the same time, and both of them played Johnny Storm.
At the same time?
No, not at the same time.
Oh, okay.
It just found it weird how.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Both of them played Johnny Storm at different points of their career, and then now they were both in the same Marvel movie. It's just it's crazy. But that's a dope number for it, man. Winter Soldier, no complaints with that. I could definitely sit through that, man.
Yeah, great.
You know what I mean? Okay, nigga head. All right, I see you.
I think what's his name? Falcon get that on your left from when he was running, and then Homeboy would run right by him.
Right.
Yeah, and then he said on your left, and then he would run back by him on your left. Yeah.
And then that's when in Endgame, he was getting the radio transmission from him. He was like, "Yo, on your left," and then they all came through the thing. Yeah, very, very emotional. Everybody had a nerdgasm in the theater.
Went off. Oh
yeah, went off. Right. All right, so now we up to number 3.
Number 3, buddy.
Number 3. My number 3 is Spider-Man 2.
What was that? Far From Home?
Huh?
That Far From Home?
Not that. Nope, not that.
Spider-Man 2 with Tobey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dr. Octopus.
Yeah, that's another horror movie right there. Scary ass Dr. Octopus.
I love that movie, man. That for me, that was like the best on-screen adaptation of Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Directed by Sam Raimi. You know, a lot of the quick pan, cut screen. You know what I mean? That he's good at with
from
the whole
Dead
Evil
fame.
Dead series.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And boy, for me, you know what I'm saying? It delivered. There's a ton of Spider-Man movies out there, but for me, that one delivered as far as hero and villain and how it was in the books and all that type of shit, man.
Yeah.
And like you say, Dr. Octopus with them damn tentacles, how they was like, the tentacles almost had fucking personality.
Yeah.
Weird shit. That scene where he's in the laboratory and the tentacles are fucking up the doctors.
Yeah.
I love that.
Sam Raimi. Yeah. He did all three of those. All the Tobey Maguire movies. I think he did. Sam Raimi. Yeah.
I don't know if he did all three.
I think I don't know.
I gotta check. I'll check.
I gotta check. I know the first two definitely. The second one was trash.
Yeah.
I mean the third one. Excuse me. The third one was trash with Venom. Ugh.
Yeah. You know what? I think he did do all of them because there's nothing. It was a whole. It's like they went berserk with that damn quick to the screen shit that he liked to do. You know what I'm saying? But if he did do all three, number 2 was his best one.
Yeah.
Number 1 was okay, but number 2 was his best one. Number 3 I think had that bullshit ass Spider-Man. Oh god, that spider dance where he started feeling kind of darky.
Yeah.
I wanted to destroy the screen, man. That shit is so cringy. I hate looking at that. But yeah, Spider-Man 2 is I could watch that. That's my third favorite.
All right, so you know what? My favorite iteration of Spider-Man happened to come in Captain America: Civil War. That's my number 3. To me, Tom Holland as the new iteration of Spider-Man with the new suit, with the classic eyes, classic Marvel Comics cover in the corner with the white box.
That was brilliant.
Yeah.
The way they would made the expressions in the eyes, the mechanics of that. Brilliant.
Absolutely. And that movie had our first look at seeing the late Chadwick Boseman as the Black Panther. That scene when he's running, you know what I mean, in the street, and they all running, and he running at the speed of cars and shit like that.
Yeah.
And then the fight at the airport, of course, that's the climax of the whole thing. You know what I mean? That's when you really got to see Peter Parker from the first time.
Yeah, and it was a surprise to people. That was like a Luke. They call those moments now Luke Skywalker moments. That was a surprise to people. I know I heard rumors about it, but I didn't expect it. And when I saw it, oh man, I nearly burst into fucking flames. Yeah, that shit was dope.
Yeah.
That shit was fucking dope.
Yeah, it was cool to see him, and I like the part when Cap asked him where he's from, and he was like Queens, and he was like, yeah, from Brooklyn. I was like, yeah, that's right, nigga. That's right. Yeah, I'm from Brooklyn too. Man.
That's a dope one.
Yeah.
Civil War. Oh, that's your number 3, huh?
That's my number 3. Captain
Damn, let me see if the people was to square off your number 3 against my number 3, you probably fucking win.
What was your number 3 again?
Fucking Spider-Man 2.
So you fucking win.
What was your number 4?
My number 4 was Captain America: Winter Soldier.
And my number 4 was Avengers Endgame. Okay, that's a good fight.
That's
a good fight. That's a good fight. Your number 5?
Blade 2.
Against my Logan. That's a good fight.
That's a toss up. That's a toss up.
Good fight. But you got that number 3, motherfucker.
All right.
You got that number 3.
Yeah.
All right, so now we go to number 2, huh?
Number 2, sir. Yeah.
All right, my number 2.
Yeah.
Black Panther.
Black Panther. Huh?
Black Panther. Yeah, man. You know what I mean? Black Panther is my number 2. You know, number 1, I'm biased. I'm black. So give me a black superhero. I'm there for. I'm all in. You feel what I'm saying? And the justice that they did to this man, that they did to this character, that they did for black superheroes and just black protagonists and stories. It get A's all around. A's all around. Because, you know, I mean, it wasn't campy, it wasn't corny. It, you know, Chadwick Boseman, rest in peace. He did a great job. You know, I didn't hear an accent and feel like, oh my God. He was no, you know, it wasn't like a whack accent. Everything was perfect, man. Yeah. Wakanda is a place to be, you know what I'm saying? You know, everything was perfect about that. Fucking Jordan, what's his name? B, whatever.
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, him, man. Great. He goes down for me. His performance in that is definitely top 3 as far as Marvel villains. Marvel villains. Yeah. Great. He pulled it off, man. Great job with that. Killmonger. You know what I mean? You know, that's my shit. That's my shit. You know what I'm saying? When this movie dropped, this was probably. That movie dropped in what, 2018, I think. But when it came out, it was a huge thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Huge thing for us. You know what I'm saying? For black people. Just to see, you know, a black superhero get his just due on the big screen. That's all I could ask for, man. Yeah. You know, they did a great job. What's his name? Michael Coogler. Yeah. What's his name? Coogler?
No, Ryan Coogler.
Ryan Coogler.
Ryan
Coogler. Did a great job directing that movie.
Great job.
The action sequences was dope. I love that he had an all black woman, special military, his security.
The Dawn Mercier, I think it's called.
I don't know, man, but they was bald headed and bad to the bone. You know what I mean?
That was dope.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And that's my shit. That's my number 2, man. I don't know what you got, but
I love. You know what? I got it. That's a movie I want to watch again. It was, you know, beautifully shot. Ryan Coogler is a dope director. Worked with Michael B. Jordan in the Creed movies, and in the
he did Creed too, right?
Creed, Fruitville Station. It was a dope movie, and like you said, he definitely Michael B. Jordan definitely sealed that part. I love the way that they incorporated Oakland, California as well. You know what I mean? Being that the real Panthers is from Oakland, so that had a little bit of symbolism in there. It's definitely a dope movie. Definitely.
You know, and for it to be a superhero movie, man. Yeah. You know, like I said, what I like about these movies nowadays is, like, you know, before, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, look. I mean, I don't like that term. I don't like the term. No, let me try to paint the picture for y'all. The problem is the difference between superhero movies today and back then was that the technology finally caught up. You feel what I'm saying? If it wasn't for technology, we wouldn't even this whole category of the top 5 dead or alive. We probably wouldn't be talking about this shit if they haven't gotten good with delivering these shits now. Because I'm telling you, you know, you go out on a date, you take the chick on a date, you tell her you gonna go see fucking Avengers and shit like that. That shit would not fucking fly in 1992
Yeah,
or
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Wouldn't
yeah.
fly.
Yeah.
But these movies now, you know, they have progressed so much visually that you know you don't feel corny going to sit down to watch Iron Man or some shit like that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, shit look dope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
look at Black Panther. Like, a couple years ago, you can never say to somebody like, "Yo, we going to see Black fucking Panther," because be like, "Oh, what the fuck? What?"
Mm-mm.
You know? But the advancement.
Yeah.
Well, let me take that back. Black Panther, maybe because of the name. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe it could have flew, but it makes it, the technology today makes it a little bit more acceptable.
Because you know what? Because it takes patience and imagination to sit down and read a graphic novel or a comic book. You know what I mean? So what these movie you know, people in the movie industry are able to do now is to translate what we've been seeing on the comic book pages and into the screen, so that the latecomers, the people that are late to the party of these because all these characters, we've been reading about them for years. You know what I mean? In terms of us who are into comics and animation and things of that nature. So these people now, like you said, the technology is catching up to where you can better translate those stories onto the big screen. And being that those stories within himself has always been dope, has always been cool. Now people can see it and it's attracting more people. So now, you know, shorties, you know, now who never read comics, they're definitely gonna see, like, you know what I mean, the next Black Widow or whatever, because of what they've been seeing thus far, you know. And Marvel has been the champion at translating those stories thus far. You know?
Now I'm gonna give a disclaimer to these motherfuckers, man. Like, I'm not with that nerd shit. Okay, I'm not. Me and that word don't fucking mix. I'm gonna tell y'all motherfuckers right now. Okay, now I can't help it if I like fly shit.
Yeah.
The shit that I like is banging. It's cool. Y'all just now catching up to it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Secondly, it ain't my fault and it ain't Ali's fault that we know how to do the shit.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. If I know how to play fucking guitar, and it just so happens that, you know what I'm saying, people know how to play the fucking guitar, then what the fuck am I supposed to fucking do? I'm gonna gravitate to the fucking genre. All right. All right. So I just want to put that fucking disclaimer out there.
Yeah.
We actually do the shit, and we do it fucking well.
Absolutely.
You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So that's where the interest comes.
Yeah.
So don't get no fucking preconceived notions. I'll bust your fucking ass.
Damn.
I just want to put that out
there. Yeah, I hear you, man. Yeah.
All right. So what that was your number? No, that was my number 2. Black Panther.
Yeah.
Let's see what you got.
So yeah, we're gonna skim right through my number 2 because my number 2 was Endgame.
Okay.
Yeah, I initially when I was watching it, it's a long ass movie, you know what I mean, and there's a lot of slow parts, and the whole time travel thing. I don't think anybody can really. Time travel is a story that's so hard to tell because there's so many ways to have loopholes within time travel. You know what I mean? So it's even in
and it don't exist.
Yeah, and it don't exist.
But not to cut you. Go ahead.
Yeah, it don't exist in our knowledge the way that we tell stories about it.
You do you know what's the closest thing to time travel?
What would that be?
Sending pictures, texting, sending messages.
What do you
if
mean?
I send you a picture right now, they can. That's like teleportation. That's the closest thing. I mean, not time travel. My fault. Teleportation. That's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
The closest thing that we have to teleportation is sending pictures and messages.
Yeah. And telekinesis by conveying ideas to one another.
Yeah. But right, yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, but time travel, it's that's a hard story to tell. Like I was about to say, even in the Kicking the Kids Into the Rapscallion, the hip hop space odyssey that you gotta see, written by Ali Jerome and Lamar Callahan, available now on Amazon, Kindle, BarnesandNoble.com. Even in that book, there's a small layer of
Nice
time
segue.
travel, that we interweaved into it, and it's when you sit down and try to dissect it, it's like, oh, that don't make no sense. Loophole. But at the end of the day, it's all fantasy. You know what I mean? Nobody can fly that we know. Nobody can climb walls like Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? So,
but you get close to it.
Yeah,
they have stuff with suction cups.
Yeah.
That you can climb walls.
Yeah, this guy is so goddamn literal.
Trust me, man. And tying into what you're saying, we saying this stuff now because we're in 2021. That's not to say that by 2050 they don't come out with some shit, man. Because technology is gonna be the catalyst to drive all of this fantastical shit. Okay, now, 1989, 1993, high school and shit. I used to dream about doing this. That we doing right now.
Yeah, this was on like Star Trek and all that shit.
Okay. All right.
It really was.
So now it's normal. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cars that drive by itself, it's getting more common. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now they playing with drones and vehicles. So who's to say what is gonna Elon Musk is putting chips in people fucking heads and shit, you know what I mean? And all this stuff is around the corner. So yes, we saying this now, but pretty soon, look at space travel, man. Like, being in space is gonna be the fucking norm soon.
Man, the other day, like I was telling this dude, I saw a fucking plane that was hovering, nigga. It was hovering. A military plane. I'm upstate New York, looking at houses, trying to cop a crib, and I'm coming back. And I see a fucking plane in the sky, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh shit, there's a plane up there. It looks weird. I'm driving, and I'm like, why am I getting close to the plane? Usually when you see a plane from behind it, it usually goes in the horizon, you don't see it. That shit wasn't going nowhere. I was catching up to it. And then I noticed that it was right above me. Amazing technology. I don't know what the fuck kind of plane that was. It was some type of Harrier type military jet type shit. It was crazy.
Yeah, I forgot what they call those. Either it could have been a Harrier, like one of those hover joints with the jets, or it was those huge ones with the two propellers on the wings they can make the shit go like this or whatever. It'll just hover there for a while. Yeah, technology is a dope thing, man.
Yeah. So when Endgame though, I also did like because it was a movie, like I said, it was a movie about loss. Half the population is gone because of Thanos and the snap. Thanos goes off to wherever he goes to damn near retire and chill and shit. And one of the first scenes in the movie, besides after you see Hawkeye lose his family, you see what's his name sitting down, Steve Rogers, and with the group. You know what I mean? And they're talking about moving on and grieving and loss, and they're having a therapy session because of the snap. I thought that was very interesting for them to show the human sides of what's going on in the world that they live in at the current moment,
Yeah, that's dope. I mean, that ties into making these fantasy stories, to giving a feeling of realism to it. So it would be in their best interest to kind of show all angles. It's just like in WandaVision, I loved how, and spoiler alert, if y'all didn't see this latest episode, how, the opening scene of the latest episode, they show Monica Rambeau coming back from the snap.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, those are all interesting things that people kind of like want to see.
Yeah.
If they didn't show these type of things on in these comic shows, we would be like asking about it. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, wondering about it. So it's dope that, like you said, it's dope that they did include these things. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's a dope number 2. Like I said, man, that's why I said let's open up this catalog because we're gonna wind up with having the same fucking shit.
Well, I'm sure we got the
on
same
list.
number 1. I'm pretty sure we got the same number 1.
We might not have the same number 1.
Okay.
But my number 1, you already talked about it, which is Captain America: Civil War.
Wow, that's your number 1?
That's my number 1, man.
Wow.
That's my number 1.
So we don't have the same number 1. Okay.
No, we don't. Civil War, I love that movie for the same reasons you love that movie. The airport scene with them clashing. And then I think, was this scene in that movie, man? One of my favorite scenes in all the Marvel shit where Captain America was fighting Iron Man. Was that in that movie?
Yeah. Civil War.
And they did the scene, you know,
the classic
scene where he's shooting the blast. Oh man,
Civil War. Yeah,
that's one of my favorite fight scenes in all of the whole Marvel universe shit. You know what I'm saying? I love that scene.
Yeah,
and you know, come on, who don't want to see superhero fight superhero? You know what I mean? And they delivered with that airport scene. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's why I could sit down and watch that. And like you said, like, you know, the introduction of we got the introduction of Spider-Man, and we got to see Black Panther a little bit more in action.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What's that? That's the thing?
That's...
Oh, you got it, man. You got it, right?
Spider-Man, this is the first one. Avengers. Still in the plastic.
Blu-ray?
No, this is the game.
Blu-ray, right?
No, it's the game.
Oh, okay, look at that.
Avengers, the game.
Well,
yeah, still in the package. Still in the package.
I know. Yeah.
I got another. Still in the package. Call of Duty, still in the package.
Big. You're never gonna play them shit.
But
you're never gonna play them.
You know, I've been playing this though.
What is that?
Star Wars Squadrons.
Oh, is that good?
Yeah, it's fun. I like it.
Okay, I gotta check that out.
Yeah, you were either in an X-wing fighter or in a TIE fighter. You do missions and shit. Yeah.
I try to
veer off of your favorite.
Huh?
You talking about what, play other shit?
Yeah. But yeah, man, that's
okay.
That's my number 1. So then you saying that leads me to believe that your number 1 was probably let me just take a guess before you reveal it. Infinity War.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Infinity War.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I mean, just to see all of them on the same stage fighting Thanos and the whole thing with Iron Man and him trying to protect Peter Parker and I mean, it was just and Doctor Strange and his whole thing with it. Oh man,
that was better than Endgame to me.
Yeah, it was better than Endgame. That's why it's my number 1, and Endgame is my number 2. Yeah. Yeah, and Endgame. Infinity. Oh man, that fight in the streets when you first see the what's his name, Black Mall or Black something, Dark something.
That's Rob. Ebony Maw.
Yeah, when you first see Ebony Maw.
Yeah, that's what we call Rob.
Yeah.
Rob is Ebony Maw.
His crew, and then you see Steve Rogers come back with his peoples, and they fighting, you know, helping Vision and the Scarlet Witch fight off them 2 other motherfuckers.
Yeah. That was dope, man.
Yeah,
that was dope.
Yeah.
I like that. And then the cliffhanger they left everybody on with the snap.
Yeah.
That had everybody wanting to come back to see what the fuck was happening. You know what I mean?
People lost their mind.
Huh?
People lost their mind when fucking Peter Parker died. Oh man.
Well, yeah, definitely tear worthy. You know, especially the beginning where everybody know Hulk is like the man.
Yeah.
And then for Thanos just to fuck him up, everybody was like, "Oh,
Yeah. I was like, I never knew. Yeah, he fucked
yeah,
him up. God
yeah,
damn.
fucked his ass up." That's when people knew shit was real.
Thanos was not to be fucked with.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, Infinity War. I knew that had to be it. I knew that had to be it. You know what I'm saying? Just from process of fucking elimination.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
Infinity War versus my Civil War, you probably got that.
Mm.
You know what I mean? But yeah, look, y'all need to chime in.
Yep.
Let us know who fucking lists is who lists you rocking with more.
Yeah.
And let us know your fucking list.
Yeah. Yeah. Let us
The
know your
best
list.
Marvel movies, period.
And I'm gonna definitely on the next episode, I'm gonna shout out whoever chimed in, see if their list was corny or not. If your list was whack, we're gonna clown you. If your list is ghoul, which is a combination of good and cool, then we're gonna praise you.
Cool. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Top 5 Dead or Alive, best Marvel movies. Fuck it, of all time. I don't know.
Hell yeah. Marvel.
Yeah. Period.
Marvel. Hell yeah. Just waiting for that next episode of WandaVision to come out. If y'all, let us know if y'all watching that as well. WandaVision. What y'all think about that?
I know a lot of people had their reservations about it. Oh, it's slow. The first 2 episodes is slow.
Yeah.
Y'all slow. Y'all need to grow up. And
it's different.
You know what I mean? No, I can't blame you because I was griping about it too. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
I don't think I could have took a couple of more episodes of straight that. You know what I mean? Like I need something. I gotta give me something.
Yeah. But the curiosity kind of like was compelled. It's compelling. You know what I'm saying? And this is like Marvel's them throwing their hat into like the whole realm of strange days or whatever, like the whole mystery, what's going on, as opposed to giving you blasters and super strength all the time,
all day long. They want more creative ways of storytelling. That's what they're trying to do.
Exactly, man. Yeah, exactly.
I think they tried that with did you see New Mutants?
No, I stayed away from that. I seen like pieces of it, but I wasn't interested.
Yeah, stay away. Great characters.
I feel it.
They didn't do a good job.
I felt that in my bones. I felt that.
Great characters, but nah, they did a terrible job.
Well, what I like about WandaVision is that, you know what I'm saying, what I like what they're doing is that the people behind it are smart. Behind the whole MCU shit is smart because, like, okay, everybody knows the top tier heroes. Oh, Thor, all right, you know what to expect with Thor. You know what to expect with Captain America. You know what to expect with the Hulk, right? So now, like, if you was to ask me what a Scarlet Witch's powers, I wouldn't be able to tell you straight offhand. So in this show, now, they get to delve into that. And if you wasn't too much of a fan of Scarlet Witch, this show will make you a fan of Scarlet Witch, and it'll make you be able to understand what she does. It's just like it's just like Iron Man. I wasn't a huge Iron Man fan before the fucking movie. I dug him, but because of the movie and because they delved into that character development and explaining that, it makes you a fucking fan, makes you interested. So I'm glad they gave Wanda and Vision, 2 characters that people maybe wasn't too invested in at first. But now after watching the show,
absolutely,
it makes their abilities a little bit more straightforward and clear. And it can turn you on to them. It can make you a fan of them, Yeah, I'm interested to see where the fuck they're going with this shit, man.
Yeah, it's funny you say that in terms of like becoming a fan of characters. I became a fan of Black Panther, not from the movie. I became a fan of it from Reginald Hudlin's
The cartoon.
writing. Yeah, the cartoon joint.
Yeah, me too.
That's when I was like, wow, this is a dope fucking character, and I love
I
the way
loved it.
that they're they're
I
talking about
loved
the
it.
United States and how they
Yeah.
do keeping it real and storytelling. You know what I mean? So.
Mm-hmm. And he kicked Captain America's ass in that
Kicked
one.
his ass. I love that. I
Yeah,
was like, kick
I
that
love that.
motherfucker's ass. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I loved it. I loved it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
So the next I guess MCU movie would be, like I said,
Yeah, what's next in line?
let's see. MCU
Black Widow. Black Widow.
Movie. I think it's Black Widow.
It's Black Widow.
Yeah, 2021 Black Widow.
Mm-hmm.
You got the Eternals coming. You got Shang-Chi, Venom 2, another Spider-Man movie. Yeah, it's a bunch coming.
Yeah, I'll be there for Venom 2. Mm-hmm. And I'll be there. I'll check on Disney Plus for Black Widow.
Yeah.
But really, I just want to see and Doctor Strange 2, which is where WandaVision is headed towards for the finale, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But this show has me intrigued. Like, I really like what Disney and Marvel is doing with this Disney Plus shit, because like Mandalorian, if you go into that as a casual fan, you left it as a big fan.
Absolutely.
They delivered.
Yeah, they definitely did.
So I'm waiting for the Luke Skywalker moment in WandaVision. That's all I'm there for. Just waiting for it. Because I know they're going to have a Luke Skywalker moment. Luke Skywalker moment is defined, again, people, spoiler alert, if you're late to this, that means you ain't had no fucking interest any goddamn way. So at the end of Mandalorian, they revealed Luke fucking Skywalker. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that is where the term Luke Skywalker moment has been coined now.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm waiting for that in WandaVision. I'm waiting for that, and that's pretty much it to lead into Doctor Strange 2. You think Doctor Strange 2 gonna be on the big screen?
Yeah, it's Doctor Strange in the Multiverse, March 25th, 2022. Spider-Man comes out December 17th this year. Eternals come out November this year.
Yeah, COVID need to get the fuck out of here. COVID need to leave.
Shang-Chi and the Legend of 10 Rings comes out in July. Thor comes out May next year. Black Panther 2, July next year. Captain Marvel 2. Captain Marvel, what you think of that movie?
It was cool. It was cool, but I'm more like, it was like a filler movie. It was like a filler.
Yeah, it really did.
Right? But I think now, because of the character development of like Monica Rambeau and stuff like that, and if for y'all, like, I'm not giving away nothing if you're watching WandaVision, but it gives little Easter eggs and more like as far as what's going on with Captain Marvel and that world there. Yeah. So that stuff like that would make me go to see Captain Marvel 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
Captain Marvel 1 was cool. It was all right. But if you're a fan of the MCU, it would be in your best interest to kind of see all of these movies, because
they all intertwine. They all intertwine.
It's all intertwined.
So you gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta kind of watch it. Because if you don't, you watching WandaVision and you see this lady coming together, and then you like, you see the ruckus and everything. Yeah. And she says, when you disappeared, you're gonna be like, what the fuck are they talking about disappeared? Well, what happened? Yeah. Right. Well, you have to watch Infinity to find, you know what I mean? To know
exactly
what happened in that universe.
Exactly. So that's why I have to see have to see these movies, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm interested in the whole thing. Actually, Disney Plus, what they did is they came out with something called Marvel Legends, right? So if you're a casual viewer, someone who's like, what is this shit? Marvel Legends, because of WandaVision, what they did was they have Marvel Legends Vision and Marvel Legends Scarlet Witch, and each one of those they show different snippets of the movies that they were in. So if you're not that familiar, you can watch those Legends episodes.
Wow, I didn't know
and
that.
kind of get a sense of what these characters are about in WandaVision. So that's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Disney, they got what else are you gonna do with an infinite budget? Money is no object to these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And COVID is the gift and the curse with COVID is that, because of it, people looking for entertainment. They're home.
Everybody's
and
home.
Everybody's home and you want stuff to watch.
Yeah, I told you.
So right now they running shit.
With Wonder Woman, we made it a movie night at Shorty crib. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People came through. We sat down, watched it. I mean, it was trash, but we still had a good time. Try to recreate.
Rob was there.
Yeah, Rob came through. You know what I mean?
Okay.
My daughter came through. PJ came through, and so this is why I like. This is why I love my daughter, because she was the only person that liked that movie. I'm just so curious. I'm like, you're so sweet. You're so sweet.
Right.
Yeah, you probably liked it because you want to give it a shot. Like, it's trash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that's cool. That's cool. I always appreciate people who's willing to be open minded and give things a fucking shot.
Yeah, that's how.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I knew I wasn't gonna see that fucking movie. I seen pieces of it, automatically turned off. I think the big payoff with that was seeing fucking Linda Carter, and that's about it. Linda Carter, the OG Wonder Woman.
Yeah, that like what's his name was saying, that trope of the nerdy character all of a sudden.
It's so ran into the ground.
It's so ran into the ground now.
I'm sorry to cut you. You talk about like the nerdy character that aspires like that want to be. You know what I'm saying? That wants to be somebody.
Yeah. So you willing to become a cheetah now? You know what I mean? To be a furry animal. Who? You know what I mean? Like, is the only way? Is that the only way? Come on.
I mean, in essence, like I say, that's what I mean. Like, you have to have some form of intelligence, and so you have to figure out. That's why DC they fall short.
Yeah,
they fall short. You can't insult the audience intelligence.
You can't.
It's already bad enough. It's already bad enough that you have to convince grown motherfuckers to go into the theater and watch superheroes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Play.
How you gonna convince people with some kind of wishing stone and a chick that turns into an animal? Come on, man. That's why Marvel, at least for the most part, they kind of ease you into these things. You can't introduce Thanos on a first shot, on a first hit. You got to ease it into him and make it kind of make sense in the fantasy world. You know what I mean? Otherwise, people just feel like, oh, what the fuck is this? You know?
Yeah.
But, I'm giving away too much fucking secrets. But yeah.
Yeah, man. So that was the show pretty much, my brother. This is the Top 5 Dead or Alive podcast. I want to thank everybody for watching. You know what I mean? My name is Ali Oxenfree, along with my Ace Boon Coon. Ace Boon Coon. That's insulting. I didn't mean to call you a Boon Coon. You know what I'm saying? That's just that's fucking insulting.
That's the term, right? That's the
Ace
term.
Boon Coon.
Ace Boon Coon. Yeah. Well,
baboon sellout, a Boon Coon. You know what I mean? That's the monkeys that the other monkeys don't fuck with. Boon Coons.
And not the best term in the world.
Yeah.
When you break it down, but I get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's Cali Rock, Mr. Calligraphy NYC.
Yes, sir.
And, you know, you are now and have been rocking with the best. This is the Top 5 Dead or Alive podcast. You know what I'm saying? Big shout to the Warheads. Big shout Flatbush, Crown Heights. You know what I'm saying? A-Star.
Yeah.
Jamila, Najla, PJ, Aiden. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that rocks with us. Big shout to Jay Arthur. You know what I mean? Everybody.
Everybody. Yeah, man.
Jamel, Crunch, Rob, L.
Yes. Yeah.
All the day oneers.
Magnificent.
You know all the gunners. You know what I mean?
All the killers and the $100 billers.
There you go. You know, we got a lot more in store for 2021 for y'all. You know, we ain't gonna mention it. We just gonna let y'all fucking see. And you know, y'all be safe out there. Tune in to the Top 5 Dead or Alive podcast, Zoomcast show on Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Podcasts. Subscribe. Yes, sir. And you know what I'm saying? You know, leave our messages. Tell us how y'all like or dislike the show, whatever. We really don't give a fuck, you know what I mean? And thanks for joining us, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Word up.
Top 5 Dead or Alive podcast, now rocking with the best. Stay tuned. Peace.
That's right, y'all. You are now rocking with the best. This is the Top 5 Dead or Alive podcast with Ali Oxenfree and Cali Rock.